Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kisei here once again with another beer review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you go ahead and comment at the bottom. We would love to hear from you guys, just making sure we can keep that ball rolling and the community strong. Again, I appreciate all the love, all the support, and everything from there just moving forward. So just let you guys know, really, truly appreciate that. And I would definitely love to hear some picks you guys would like for me to try, and just to kind of give some information, background, and anything like that. Don't hesitate to throw some information like that in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to touch base on that. Well, as always, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. First things up is the glass we're going to use today, and it is going to be, drum roll, Big Smoke Brewing Company. Big Smoke Brewing Company. This is a beer company based out of the UK. Funny story how I even obtained this. I was actually on my way to Ireland, and then I had a fairly long layover inside of the Heathrow airport inside of London. And from there, I was like, you know what? While I'm here, might as well go ahead and get some beers or get some food, of course. So I ended up getting the food at a restaurant. Totally forgot the name of it. But they did at least have this glasses they were serving in. And I was like, that's so awesome and so cool. I want to have that. And initially on the bottom, as a couple of the other ones I have, it has a laser etching on the bottom. As you can see, it kind of looks like an eye. I don't know how well you can see that. But it looks like an eye. So it's, again, whenever those laser etchings are there, when the beer is poured on there, there is a consistent release of gas that happens. Just, kind of just bubbles on and carbonates back on up, so it continues to aerate, and then of course cause the bubbles to retain here a lot longer, which again, the aromatics go nuts and crazy. So it's awesome. Big Smoke is actually based out of Esher, which is a little bit of south west of London. And again, never been there. Might go there whenever I make my trip to London. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year or next year, but definitely having a London trip soon. So I'll go ahead and try them out, especially since it's not too far from the main city. So that's what we're going to utilize. And then I'm also going to go ahead and slide the beer that we're going to utilize. So this is this design is intense. It's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm gonna butcher the name of this so bad, and I'm so aware of it, but it's okay. That's again where the comments are for, so that I can be corrected on that. Maybe somebody who works from there sees this, or somebody who's actually familiar with this brewery can help me out. But this is from OEC Brewing, right? And it's called Citrango, or we can call it Citrango, but I'll just call it Citrango Tropical Lager. So it's going to be a lager, tropical lager, which is supposedly it's supposed to just be popular in the tropics. It doesn't actually mean that it's going to be super. It's got like a lot of fruit flavors and stuff to it, though. Granted, this could have that, but after just kind of really getting into it, it's not. This type of thing doesn't exactly have to be an extremely fruit-like thing. It just has to be, the ingredients probably have to be based out, whether it's the hops or anything like that, kind of preferably are based out in that, or just being popular there. So, and it's also saying that it's cool shipped and open fermented, which is a very interesting process. I have never open fermented before, and it's also dry hopped. It's a dry hop lager. I'm just going to read a little bit of the information on here, and also again that OEC brewery. Again, I'm going to butcher the crap out of this. It's Ordinum Eccentrici Coctore. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, COCTORES LLC, out in Oxford, Connecticut. So, never been there. If I popped out there, I guess I could give it a little try. We'll see after all this if it's worth that. And this is coming in a smooth 6.0, so a little up there, a little medium. So Citrango is our hoppy lager brewed using a traditional double decoction mash and hopped with American Citra hops. After the boil, it rests at our copper cool ship for 1 hour and then is transferred over to our bottle cooler. Citrango undergoes a cool fermentation using a German lager yeast. It's cellared for several months and finally dry hopped prior to release. And I'll say that again for you. Citrango is our hoppy lager brewery Citrango is our hoppy lager brewed using a traditional double decoction mash and hopped with American Citra hops. After the boil, it rests on our copper cool shift for 1 hour and then is transferred to our bottle lot cooler. Citrango undergoes a cool fermentation using a German lager yeast. It is cellared for several months and finally dry hopped prior to release. So that's a lot of information there. It's pretty cool. The main thing, again, that I said before that sticks out to me is the fact that this is open fermented. Again, I've never done open fermentation. Under the right conditions, you can definitely do that. What that means is it's just normally whenever you're doing the fermentation process of your beer, it's usually enclosed in something and there's like a blow off tube to where all the carbon dioxide goes off into some water or something to let you know that it's just being released. It's being consistently released, but no oxygen gets in. When it's open fermented, it's just out in the open. Of course, it needs to be in some controlled environment, but it's out in the open. And then like all the oxygen is just sitting there consistently, like eating and helping converting the yeast over into alcohol as far as the wort. So it's the whole process. Again, I'll talk on that in another video. But again, this is very impressive. I don't think I've ever had an open fermented beer before, so I'm excited about the taste on this. And it's lagered, so it's been stored, as I said, for like months, man. So that is actually going to be super cool to get into. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Pop the top like a drop top. All right. All right, and then without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Pop the top like a drop top, as always. Ooh, okay, that sounds good. Love it, love it. Let's get a little pour going. All right, filling it up. Yeah, doing a slow pour today for some reason. Oh man, that looks clear. Nice and crisp. Man, that is a beautiful foam head on there. Definitely is dry hopped. I can definitely smell the citra hops that are sitting on this. So citra hop is literally like citrus. It's going to be kind of fruity, kind of aromatic. Definitely has that kind of like it has a initial herbal, but it's just like just fruit smell, like a bunch of fruit smell. So it smells really good. Again, the head retention on there is nice, foam and light. I can easily tell that. The bubbles are going. It's going to be extremely hard for me to show this. Probably wouldn't be worth to really show, but there's some definite bubble. Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell. It's too. There's kind of like a haziness to it because you can't really see through it for sure. So, but it is a lager, not an IPA. Oh man. Not what I was expecting. The smell is screaming, hey, this is going to be kind of fruity and light. But this is like a solid medium-bodied beer. It's solid. It's not extremely light like I thought it was going to be, again, based off the coloring. And, of course, the head retention on there. So it's medium. The malts are actually kind of, it's kind of like definitely a biscuity aftertaste. A little bit of hints of sweetness on there, like a Munich maybe. Man, it's really good. It's lagered, so it's really clean, really smooth, smooth without being silky or anything like that. It definitely has a bit of a citrus hop. I can definitely tell that it 100% the citrus hop. It was probably used in both the dry hopping process as well as the initial, because I can get it on both. It doesn't seem like a huge difference in taste compared to the smell as far as that goes, but it's a lot lighter. They focus more so on the dry hop than they did the actual, or they put more into the dry hop more so than they did in the actual boiling process from the taste of this. No, it's pretty solid beer. It's not much else I can say about this. It's just cool. It's pretty sessionable. Of course, it's 6%, but still, it's pretty good. I just want to show that once more. Pretty cool can there. It's worth the time. and effort, definitely. Like it seems like they put a lot of process to it. Again, I don't know specifically what the process of doing the open fermentation does for the flavor, but they're also using German-based yeast, so like it's kind of all over the place. It's just tropical, it has German stuff to it, it's dry hop. Like this is definitely, I would consider it, as far as like a home brewer, this is like an experimental beer, just doing a bunch of different things and coming together, and it seems like it comes out pretty clean and pretty good here. So let's go ahead and get into it as I always do. It almost kind of slipped up on that. Beer is pretty good. Taking a picture of this bad boy. Make sure you follow me on Untappd. That's key_say1. Make sure you follow me there, and we'll kind of do these as I do these beers. You can do it along with me. If I do some live stuff, as well as being able just to see you guys comments and how you if you had this beer before, if you tasted something similar to it, or whatever you're trying at that moment. Definitely would love to see and hear that. So I'm gonna give this kind of a middle range rating. Again, some of the taste is kind of citrus like, biscuity, piney, has a little bit of a like a tinge of a sting to it. Not like sour or anything, but it's just a little pop to it when you initially taste it. Like it's like that carbonation level is, you can definitely tell it, especially when you first try it. There's a little pop when with the carbonation upon the mouth. So, but it's pretty good. And so I'm gonna go ahead and leave some of the Big Smoke. There you go. The Big Smoke Brewing Company inside of the description, as well as the OEC Brewing Company inside of the description, so you guys can check that out. Look at the information. It's a lot of stuff there. And as always, y'all take care. Have a fantastic rest of the day. I will see y'all later. Peace.